calling the regular City of South Lebanon Council meeting to order. It is August the 21st, 2025 at 6:00 p.m.
Allen. Present. Carmack.
Present.
Combs.
Present.
Better.
Present.
Harrison.
Present.
Spicer.
Present.
Could you all please rise for the prayer and the pledge? Dear Heavenly Father, as we come to you in prayer, we give thanks for the blessings you have bestowed on our community. We ask for your guidance and wisdom in the decisions we will make as we serve our community. Let us never forget we are here to serve our community and spend their tax dollars wisely. May this body work together to improve the quality of life for all that live and work here. May all of our leaders in the county, state, and country serve the people wisely. We ask for your protection for all of our first responders. We pray for peace in our communities and state and nation. We give you all the glory and pray in your name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for all coming this evening, and we're going to have a couple things that aren't on the agenda. And the first one I want to ask is for all the Spicers to come forward. Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
You're a Spicer, aren't you? I would try to come down there, but I'll make a clanging and banging. This is a little bit overdue, okay? But we are doing a proclamation honoring the life of your father, John K. Spicer, and your brother for his longstanding love and service and support to South Lebanon, Ohio, and its citizens. Whereas John Spicer was a lifelong resident of South Lebanon, he raised two outstanding children, Willard and Roland. And whereas Mr. Spicer was a longtime member of Kings Point Church of God, and whereas Mr. Spicer started John K. Spicer and Sons Furniture, Wholesale and Manufacturers in South Lebanon, Ohio, locally and nationally renowned custom furniture makers, Gunsmith and Luther. You're going to have to tell me what that means. Okay. And whereas Mr. Spicer built furniture for the White House, Monticello, and film industry, father, he built the dais right here that we govern from. Whereas Mr. Spicer held the world record for the auction price of a piece of contemporary American folk art with his work, and whereas Mr. Spicer was recognized Artisan and Early American Life Magazine Directory of Traditional American Crafts for preserving Americans' heritage of hand craftsmanship, and whereas Mr. Spicer was a member of the Ohio Gun Collectors Association, and whereas Mr. Spicer was a member of the advisory board for the University of Rio Grande, and whereas Mr. Spicer was a long-term member of the Historical Society. Now, therefore, I, Linda Burke, Mayor of the City of South Lebanon, do hereby honor Mr. Spicer for his long-standing service to South Lebanon and its citizens. And witness herefore of the Mayor of South Lebanon, Ohio, has signed this proclamation the 21st day of August, 2025. Thank you. God bless you. If you all want to say anything, please do. Well, we can't thank the Spicer family enough. And it should have happened a long time ago. But here it is now. Thank you. Yeah. And now I have to. Now we have a guest, Rich Surace. I got it. Chief Operating Officer of Energy Alliance Incorporated.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council, for having me back out. It's been a couple of years since we've been here. It is time already to renew your electric aggregation. That's why we're here to talk a little bit tonight about what prices look like, what has changed in the last 2 years, and where we're going to go from here. Before I even kind of go through some of it, I believe everybody should have a copy of the memo. Jerry, was this shared with everybody? Even before going through that, I'll share a personal piece. My parents are actually going to move to South Lebanon in the spring.
Oh,
They're moving from Connecticut. I've been out here over 20 years. They're finally moving here. They're going to end up on one of those properties over at Brandon Pond. So excited to have them here. And I told them a lot about South Lebanon, so they chose to move here. So decisions that I make, and we make as a company for you will impact my family. So I don't take them lightly. So your current program that started in November of 23 until now has saved the average resident almost 17%. It's been about $280 with just shy of $400,000 saved by all the residents here in the city. So it's obviously, have worked exactly as we had hoped, right? And it has done very well. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. If you got a chance to look through it, you kind of see that chart. There is a significant concern on if there is enough power plants out there for the amount of generation, amount of consumption that we're seeing here, right? So us as residential consumers, things like AI, I mean, you hear a lot about that as far as how much that uses. I read an article not too long ago that the president or CEO of ChatGPT asked people to stop thanking the machine. It's like they ask him for stuff, says stuff, and they write back thanks. Well, those little transactions cost money. They use energy, they use things. So he said, stop thanking the system. Appreciate it, but stop. Then we have other stuff, even though it's been delayed, but we've seen it in other states around. Things like Intel trying to come to Ohio. Great for economic development, really tough on the energy system. So though I wouldn't get too caught up in the numbers, that sharp increase in the numbers is a signal to the market to say we don't have enough power plants for what people are consuming. And that's really the big difference, in your price from what we've seen. Right now, you're at the 673, that's expiring in November. The rates that we're seeing, and we're making the recommendation to go 13 months, or I'll just round up to around 9.2. We showed some math on the page how right now your capacity piece, so sort of the contribution to this is 0.4 of a penny. Well, right now it's going to be pretty close to 3 pennies because of this increase. And if you do the simple math, that's about the difference of the old rate to the new rate. So, though a lot of things are the same, really, again, that cost of capacity is what has changed a lot. So again, we're making the recommendation to still have a program. Yes, we respect that prices are a lot higher than where they're expiring. But if we compare, again, I'll round it up to the 9.2 right now to what Duke is charging people at 10.43. We're still looking at a roughly 10 to 12% savings for your residents. People who decide to still be in the program, I'm absolutely sure you will get calls about the price being higher, right? But if we look at the alternative on what Duke is charging, it's still savings, right? That's what this program has always been for, is being able to offer people the alternative to Duke and be able to offer savings there. So yes, prices are higher, but we're still able to check the box of the objective of the program saving people money. So again, making the recommendation to allow your administrator to sign a contract with Dynegy, and we're saying 13 months instead of 12. It lowers the price by just a little bit by going to 1 extra month till December. And if you give him the authority to do that, I can see us moving as quickly as tomorrow. The market has come down a little bit, and right now the market is not forgiving. So I think we want to pick a price when we can, especially when we know we can offer that guaranteed savings. Typical fashion, a lot of work, very good.
So Rich, this only affects the folks who don't have a current agreement with some other private provider.
That's correct, yes. So letters, I would expect that letters would go out the second half of September. And they would go out to anybody who is currently on the aggregation program and somebody who is currently on Duke's default generation. So they're paying Duke that 10.43. Anybody who's currently with a third party would not receive a letter. So again, same as last time, it's kind of like starting the whole process from scratch.
Yeah, nobody will go door to door on any of this stuff. So I think there's sometimes some misconception on when some energy providers are going door to door, that this has something to do with our aggregation program, and it doesn't. So,
Yeah, the recommendation of Dynegy does not do door to door here in Ohio, so they would never come to the door and say that they have any. Yeah.
And then anybody can opt out from the beginning through anytime during the,
Anytime they want.
If someone was on a third, could they switch?
Yeah, they can opt in. Yeah,
Okay,
so they can opt in anytime. They can do that by
we
reaching
would
out to
just
us.
need to get them
Mhm.
the information.
Correct.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions that they might like to ask? Okay,
Thank you.
you're good, thank you. I'll open I don't see any names on the list, but I'll open the floor. What?
Hmm?
Do you need a motion for that?
That it's on
It's on,
it's on the
yeah,
agenda.
on the agenda.
If there, I'm gonna open the floor to the public, if there's anyone who would like to speak. If not, I will close the floor to the public. So we'll move on with new business. Emergency Ordinance 2025-16, setting residential rates for solid waste removal effective September 1st, 2025 through August 31st, 2026. Is there any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I need a motion and a second to waive the 2 reading rule.
Just for the record, this is maintaining the rates at the same rate as they were last year.
Brenda Combs, make a motion.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison,
Yay.
Spicer.
Yay.
Now, a motion and a second to adopt by title only Emergency Resolution 2025-16, setting residential rates for solid waste removal effective September 1st, 2025 through August 31, 2026.
Lisa, I'll make the motion.
Linda Allen, I'll second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison,
Yay.
Spicer.
Yay.
Thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to Emergency Ordinance 2025-17, approval to change the scheduled date and time of Mayor's Court. Is there any discussion or questions about that? Hearing none, a motion and a second to waive the 2 reading rule is needed.
Brenda Combs, make a motion.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison,
Yay.
Spicer.
Yay.
Now we need a motion and a second to adopt by title only Emergency Ordinance 2025-17, approval to change the scheduled date and time of Mayor's Court.
Linda Allen, I make a motion.
Brenda Combs, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Emergency Resolution 2025-32, authorizing Mayor and Director of Finance to execute change order number 1 with Benchmark Land Management LLC for the GCWW Interconnection PRV installation project. That's a mouthful, I'm sorry. Is there any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I will need a title or a motion to adopt or to waive the 2 reading rule.
Linda, I want to make a motion to waive the rule.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Now, a motion to approve or to adopt by title only, Emergency Resolution 2025-32. That's where I'm going to leave it.
Brenda Combs, motion made.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you. Emergency Resolution 2025-33, approval of of setting a public hearing to consider the recommendation of the Planning Commission for a zoning map amendment related to property on 151 North Main Street. Is there any discussion or questions?
Yes, you said 151. It says.
Oh, I said it. I'm sorry, 150 North Main Street.
Linda, I'll make a motion to waive the two reading rule. I'm backing up.
Brenda Combs, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
A motion to, and a second to adopt by title only, Emergency Resolution 2025-33.
Linda, I'll make a motion to approve by title only.
Brenda Combs, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Thank you. Motion carries. Emergency Resolution 2025-34, authorizing the submittal of an application to the OPWC Capital Improvement Program for the Water Tower Rehabilitation Project. Are there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, a motion and a second to waive the two reading rule.
Lisa, I'll make a motion.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Now I will need a motion and a second to adopt by title only Emergency Resolution 2025-34.
Lisa Fetter, I'll make the motion.
Brenda Combs, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Emergency Resolution 2025-35, authorizing the city administrator to enter into an electric aggregation agreement with Dynage Energy Services. Is there any discussion or questions?
Yeah, I do. I was, as you was going through that, I remember when we first done that, I was at Duke for 8.4. You guys come in at 8.73. So even if it goes up to 9.2 over a period of those years, it's 8 cents, 0.8 cents. So that really the rate's pretty good even at 9.2. So I know like I said, I was at 8.4 long before we even done this. So thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Hearing no one else, motion and a second to waive the two reading rule.
Lisa Fetter, I make the motion.
Linda Allen, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Now a motion and a second to adopt by title only, emergency resolution 2025-35.
Lisa Fetter, I make the motion.
Linda Allen, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Now to discuss the CUE Senior Properties proposed rehabilitation project related to Union Village Senior Community. Jerry, are you gonna do that or Chase?
I mean, it's really pretty simple. This is, Warren County Community Services is currently the owner of,
And I have
Union.
to recuse myself from this because I sit on their
Got it.
board.
as the current owner of multiple seniors housing developments around the county. These were financed through HUD financing. So it appears they're forming a LLC to be the developer, or the, sorry, the general partner for these properties, and are applying to redevelop as far as make improvements to the project. So this is just a notice that was required by Ohio Housing Finance Agency. And if we have any comments, I don't have any comments. I think it's been run well, and continue with the same folks that have been doing this for years. So I got.
Will they be making improvements inside as well as outside, or?
That's what it appears to be. I don't have a full list of what they're planning to do, but yeah. I'm sure that
Can I speak to that little point?
if you know, yeah.
I believe it is inside and out.
Oh, good.
There's no action to take on that.
Any questions, any other questions? Okay, moving on. I need a motion and a second to approve the invoices.
Brenda Combs, motion made.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. A motion to approve July financial statements and a second.
Brenda Combs, motion made.
Lisa Fetter, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Approval of meeting minutes, the regular meeting of August 7th. If there are no corrections or additions, a motion and a second is needed to approve.
Brenda Combs, motion made.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to old business, ordinance 2025-15. Second reading authorizing supplemental appropriation for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025. Is there any discussion or questions? Hearing none, a motion and a second is needed to adopt by title only, or to submit, I'm sorry.
Linda Allen, I make a motion.
Brenda Combs, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison,
Yay.
Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you. Chase, did you want to address this? It's not on the agenda. This is an emergency. We need to go into executive session for a personnel issue. And Chase will tell you the Ohio Revised Code.
We need a motion to go into executive session. This is pursuant to revised code 121.22 G1. That would be to discuss a personnel matter.
I make a motion to go in executive session under that ordinance.
Combs, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison,
Yay.
Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Let's Okay, we're coming out of executive session. No action was taken. So we will go, we need a motion to come out of executive session. I'm sorry, in a second.
Linda, I want to make a motion to come out of executive session, no action taken.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Linda, turn your mic off, please.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison,
Yay.
Spicer.
Yay.
I'm going to go through communications and reports from city officials. And I think I will let our city administrator go first.
Well, got a few things to talk about, but the big one is, so I've been here 10 and a half years almost. So I have reached my time and service for my retirement. So I've, based on careful consideration and a lot of thought, have decided to make November 30th my last day at the city, and I will be retiring from the city at that point. I appreciate all the assistance from everybody in the council and the administration and the staff, and it's hard to leave, but I think there's a time to move on for everybody, and this is that time. So I've got a lot of other things I want to do in my life, and I think this is where it starts. So I really do appreciate all your help, and everybody's been here through the years, from that first meeting I had with Skip Lawhorn in his office way back in it was like 2015. Yeah. So yep, it's been a long. It seems like it's long, but it's actually been seems short actually. So, yep, I'm calling it a day. So appreciate all your guys' support. I can go on the other things we've got going on. So Harry's off on vacation, so just to give a few things on the big thing, Morrow Road is getting close to getting wrapped up. So they paved, put a couple courses of asphalt, and I think within the next week they should have Morrow Road back open and everybody back happy again. So we have hired a new code enforcement officer. He's going to start September 8th. His name's Chad
Chad?
Mennix. He is a retired police officer from the city of Vandalia and detective. So he's got this. I think he's going to fit in well with this job he's taken on. I think those skills are going to work well with what he's going to be doing, and I'm sure Corey will be getting to know him as well. So he's we got that. Energy aggregation's going on. The PRV project is wrapping up, so that should be done. And they're working on the River Creek lofts. So I think the first occupancy should be later this year, I think. So I know Sam's really anxious to get it open. So other than that, I'll pass on the next person.
Other than that.
On the Morrow Road, were they gonna do that other section or not?
So it's going to be milled and filled with asphalt up to Shawhan, yeah, all the way up to.
Like right after this?
Yeah, it should be the same company's doing it. So
It shouldn't take that long, right?
no, it was due to the access for public services, and we couldn't close that whole road from
Right.
Mary Lane all the way up.
Yeah.
But this was the best, I think, best alternative. So it'd all be done simultaneously. So, yep.
I have
Thank
a
you.
question. Is this the same company that done, King Avenue?
No, no, they did, Fillmore did Mason Mill Grove last year for us. Naira, I think, did King Avenue. And that was, Avenue was contracted through Warren County as part of the CDBG program.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll start at the beginning. I'm still kind of speechless, and I've known about this for a week. And I'm gonna miss Jerry. Jerry has means more to this community than just the city administrator. And he's done an excellent job, and he's been a confidant and an advisor, and you can't replace that. And so I congratulate him. I wish him all the best, but I'm gonna put a chain on him. I'm not letting him go. But Jerry will be involved in the hiring of the next city administrator. We'll be taking care of that together. So just a few things I've been doing. I attended Shelby Bryant's birthday celebration. It was a really, really nice family event, and he was very touched that the city acknowledged him and his service to our community. It was a great day. It really was. It was very touching to see that kind of family unity. I attended a lunch and learned of flop camera technology, which was very interesting. To learn that this technology has the capability of helping solve crimes in our city is outstanding, and this technology is still developing. And I want to thank Corey for getting an invitation for me. He put me on the list. So that was a very good learning event. And Corey can tell you so much that's all over the country. They're using these, and we have 10 of them in South Lebanon, and that's actually almost like having 10 other law enforcement officers. So we still need law enforcement officers, but they've helped in solving a lot of crimes that have happened down here. So it was a great learning experience. We had the interviews for our code enforcement officer, and it was like a gift from heaven. And he, like Jerry said, he'll be starting in September. I've been talking and meeting with staff and constituents. I have a Zoom call with the Ohio Municipal League. And that's about all I've been up to. But Jerry's going to be very involved in hiring. I can't say his replacement. You don't know how I feel about this, but like I said, we wish him nothing but the best. And Harry is on vacation. So Tina, do you have anything to report?
I have a report tonight, Mayor Burke. Thank you.
Thank you. Chase.
Congratulations, Jerry. Whoever takes on the role as administrator has huge shoes to fill. So you've been a great help to me, and I know Andrew as well impressed that upon me. So congrats on your retirement. I do have one thing I'd like to bring to the attention of council, and also just some words of admonishment for people in the city. Sergeant Adams and I have talked about this. There have been some reports of electric scooters out in the city, and I've seen a couple myself since Sergeant brought this to my attention. And, we've been looking at the law and ways of enforcing our laws on the roadway. I think above everything is we want safety, especially children under 18 that are riding these things. Um, I have no interest in citing these kids into juvenile court or their parents into mayor's court. But some of the more common sense measures I hope that people follow. They do have to yield to pedestrians and other vehicles on the roadway. Um, if they're operated at night, they have to have proper equipment, reflective device, lamp on the front. Um, and also, anybody under 18, I think, has to wear a helmet. Anybody under 16 has to be appropriately supervised. The reason I bring it to the council's attention is there are statutes that authorize municipalities to be able to legislate if there are extra protections or restrictions that we want to put in place. I think that that may be prudent, but again, like one of these statutes, anybody who violates it, the fine is like $10. And really, it's a principle thing that we just want everybody to be safe, don't want kids whipping down these streets and crash out and hurt themselves. That is the worst case scenario. So just say that, hopefully that our constituents follow the law. And I know our deputies are on top of it. So wanted to raise that now. That's all I got.
Thank you, Chase. Would council like to further explore anything to develop in our ordinances on these vehicles?
The one thing I'll say is I know sergeants on top of this, his deputies are aware of this as well. I've already begun a cursory review of other cities' ordinances, and I can continue to do that. I don't know if we need any formal committees per se. Maybe in the future we'll consider that, but at this time, I just wanted to lay that out there now for everybody to be aware of.
So, most of us here know years ago, when you had a bicycle, you had to come to the police station and take a safety course. You had to know your hand signals, right? And you had to have that safety sticker on your bicycle. That was a bicycle, let alone an electric scooter. But some of these kids, I'm here like you all day long, all of us, they're running stop signs, they're almost getting hit. I mean, I think, and this is just me, electric bicycles, not pedal bikes, but I mean, still at that point, they need safety. We need to know, they know that they have to stop at stop signs, and watch for traffic. Is there a way that we can say, hey, this is something you have to do. You have to come down here and show us that you know how to control these electric bikes, behave on a bicycle safely, not only for their protection, but for ours. Because, and this is a question, if there is ordinances like that would, I hate to even say this, but does that put any liability on us for not enacting those ordinances?
That's a great question. And like a lot of answers from attorneys, the answer is it depends.
I know, I knew that's
Yeah.
what it was for, but it's a
Yeah, I
thought.
don't think there's any liability per se, but the statutes I've looked at are 4511.512. That is electric personal assistive mobility devices. The other one is 4511.514. Those are low-speed micromobility devices, and those are defined with kind of wonky definitions under the revised code. But I agree. I mean, I think this is something, especially in the spirit of public safety, we should look into. And how do we differentiate a monorail? And we've seen unicycles out there. I think that's the proper word. And like those little Segway things that kids stand on versus an electric scooter versus an electric bike versus a motor scooter. I mean, they all sort of have different risks associated with them.
So I can say, when we see the electric scooters, like for the elderly, 99.9, they're on the sidewalk. I've never seen one in the roadway. They tend to be more safety, you know, conscious about it. But the electric bicycles are going 30 and 40 miles an hour. They're not going 10 and 15. So I think I would personally like to look at something to regulate not only bicycle, but electric scooters. I forget what they call them things, Uber, whatever. But, you know what I'm talking about. I think we need to look at something for their, if we're interested in the safety of our residents, then yeah, I think we do. If, you know, if nobody else does, that's fine, but I just thought it would be helpful.
I agree with her. I think safety should come first, and it's been my big concern. I brought it up to Sarge several times. And I see it on a daily basis, young children on these things going 35 miles an hour. And I hold my breath. I've stopped a few and told them that they have to stop at stop signs and stuff. They had no idea. I said, I'm concerned about your safety. I don't want you to get hit by a vehicle. And I don't want to be the one backing out of my driveway and here comes a kid on one of those going 35, 40 because you don't see them and they're not adhering to the stop signs or anything. So I think safety is the utmost importance. And I know this is just anecdotal, but I was going home the other day from the office here and stopped right out here, gonna make a left-hand turn onto, I can't even remember the name of the street. But I was gonna make a left-hand turn to go to Hobart, and one of them came flying through the intersection, did not stop, did not look. Just, and if I wouldn't have been stopped or in the middle of that turn, somebody was gonna get hurt.
So
And
the reference I was thinking of, I just thought it was a hoverboard. You know, they're on these hoverboards.
I have a question. I'm wondering also, because I've seen all this same thing, so I'm glad it's being brought up. And the child that I've seen, it probably wasn't even lucky if he was 10. And I'm pretty sure that if you could have clocked him, he was speeding. So I'm wondering, my question is, had you clocked any of them? Sorry.
They shut down immediately.
Sorry, I was trying to look for the email this has been a conversation back between me, the captain at the sheriff's office, and also Lieutenant over in Deerfield. They're having similar issues with things. It's kind of all over. Ralph Ham, I couldn't find this section, but I know when it comes to the electric bicycles nowadays, they're supposed to have different tags, different levels, whether it's a 1, 2, or 3. And I believe, memory serves, 3 is the one that you have to be 16, wear a helmet, et cetera, because of the speed it goes. 1 and 2 is a lower speed. And the law also states, because people do enhancement to these things and make them faster, if you make a change, you're supposed to change a tag. It's illegal if you increase the speed where it'd be a level 3 and it's still showing a level 1. But that's a lot of trying to figure a lot of this stuff out right now. And that's why Chase and I were talking, trying to get more of a grasp on all these different, I mean, every time you turn around, there's something new out there that's propelled by electric and all the kids have it. And ultimately what it comes down to, and I think Chase hopefully agrees, the parents have to supervise these children. If something happens, there's a criminal charge endangering children that can be applied to the parents or to the adults that are watching them by failing to care for them or without quoting it. Yeah. So they have to take, these little kids, if something happens, it could, depending on our investigation, it could result in criminal charges.
Corey, what about passengers? I've seen them having little bitty guys, look like they're 6 years old with that on the back and the driver is going 35. I mean, they're speeding, it's obvious.
Is this on bicycle or scooter?
Electric bicycle.
Well, I don't.
So I do know
I
there's
guess it's
something
a
on
scooter.
that talks about, I don't remember an age. I do remember that it says you can't have a passenger on an electric bicycle.
It's
if
a
it is-
scooter, I think.
Okay. On the bicycle, if it's built for that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's possible there may be an age on that. I'd have to find that section again. The scooter was something new we were looking into, so I don't have an answer for that at the moment. But there are so many different sections. When it comes to low speed, when it comes to electric vehicles, there's another section, the 4511.7.711, that talks about what vehicles can be on a sidewalk, like a bicycle is permitted on a sidewalk. Electric bicycle is only permitted if the motor is not engaged. So there's no quick reference on this. That's what we've been working on, is trying to come up with so I can send it out to all the deputies, what we need to look at, what we can cite for. And then the other question is, who do you cite? You know, if it's a 7-year-old child, you know, like he said, I'd have no interest in citing a 7-year-old into court.
Well, it
I
might
don't
change
even know
their
that the court would hear
attitude.
it.
I mean,
But it comes down to the parent, should be watching and should be aware. I mean, you know, 7 years old, under 10 years old, 12 years, I mean, things
I-
have changed. It's not like when I was growing up, traffic is worse in areas. You know, kids really need to pay attention. Yes.
I
But
do
kids
think
really
though,
need to pay attention.
Sergeant Adams, if you did stop a 7-year-old and they had to come to court, that might put the fear of God in them. And they might not do it again.
Yeah, it might. I don't know that juvenile court would hear it. I'm not sure. That would have to be a conversation with the judge at juvenile court to see if that's.
I mean, just coming into court. I
Yeah.
mean, just the thought of it,
Well, it would force the parents in there as well, I guess, so.
it would scare me.
But I'm not sure that, I would have to talk to Judge Kirby
Yeah.
about that,
Yeah.
get direction.
So I think we still need to investigate this and move forward on it. Absolutely.
Yeah, Chase, would you agree that it's something we're continuing to work on to try
Yeah,
to get it all
definitely.
nailed down?
One thing, Chase, you might wanna, we need to protect the bike trail too. I just about hit a kid the other day right there by the swing set at Zor and Maine, right there where the bike trail crosses it. I mean, I'm driving and zoom, there he comes. And I mean, I missed this kid by about 4 feet.
It's because of all the people who stop and let the bikes go.
Well, he just came across, he was flying
Yeah.
on an electric
And
bike.
now the kids think it's okay. They just
So-
have to stop.
That's one thing in the city we have going for us is that bike trail. So anything we can do to protect that not turning into a drag strip is good.
Well, just this evening as I was coming down, somebody on the other side stopped to let a guy on the bike go by, so I had to stop. The guy behind me slamming on his brakes, and I don't know what it's gonna take for the bicyclers and the walkers to realize that their stop signs there, they do not have the right of way there.
Good luck to a big sign there. Do not stop. People keep going. The bikes have to stop.
So that's another
I know.
issue in itself, and somebody's gonna have an
It's
accident
dangerous
there and
coming
get
out of
hurt.
that hill when you can't see everybody stop, waiting for the crowd at bikes to go through. They think they're being nice, but it's creating dangerous.
What's gonna have to happen is somebody's gonna have to get ticketed for stopping.
And
And
that'll go through like wildfire, and then you'll probably saw. It'll be on social media. He gave me a ticket.
I guess
Yeah.
training, maybe getting some more information out there for, maybe through the schools, like when teaching the kids the safety of riding these. Before.
I don't know what the curriculum at the schools are as
Yeah.
far as that. I know
Right.
the school resource officers have their
Resource
hands
officers
full
could
pretty
start
well.
to.
I think we
Yeah,
could
so I don't
post
know.
on our Facebook,
Yeah, do that.
our city
Yeah.
Facebook page, when we come to this, when we come to this, decision on it and on safety issues and things, and if they need to have a safety course, work through these things, but I think it's paramount that we do it for the safety of not just our drivers, but more importantly, the children on these vehicles. Because I would hate to think that I hurt or killed a child. So we'll continue. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Congratulations, Jerry, on retirement.
Thank you.
I know where you live, so I'll say come see you.
You're gonna have to move. Thank you, Sergeant.
Have to keep my grass mowed.
Yeah, yeah. Councilmember Spicer.
Just wanted to congratulate Jerry on his retirement and say, you know, I consider you a friend, so you will be sorely missed in here. And also I wanted to thank the mayor and the staff and council, everyone for the proclamation we received. And it was just it was an honor. That's all.
Thank you, Roland. Councilmember Federer.
Congrats, Jerry. And 9/11, we will have a wreath laying across the street at the memorial at 10 a.m. More to come on the Christmas parade and the tree lighting after that.
And Veterans Day.
Oh yeah, Veterans Day, we do another wreath.
There's a lot. Councilmember Carmack.
I have nothing to report other than congrats to you, Jerry, and Ron.
Ron.
You should have a lot of people looking him up.
Wow.
Oh, I think he probably does. Councilmember Harrison.
Well, congratulations. It's a sad day for us, though. You've always been there, you know, to answer any questions we had and definitely serve your community. And
Thank you.
did a good job. And I think we covered everything, but I appreciate you bringing that up because, you know, that's my Achilles
Pet
heel.
peeve.
Pet peeve is about my concern about children riding these motorized things that I don't, you know, the speed and training them right and keeping them safe. And as a grandma, I always go, and that's adding to my age. But I do hope that we can figure this out and keep the kids safe. And I think that's all I have to add right now. Thank you, though.
Councilmember Allen.
Well, there ain't a whole lot left to say, Jerry, except hope you have a great retirement and prayers for everything to go great for you. I know what retirement looks like, so enjoy it. Thank you. Enjoy.
Councilmember Combs.
Thank you, Jerry, for all the years. The yelling ats that I needed sometimes. It came from a place of love, I know it. But you've helped me and taught me a lot of stuff,
Yes,
and I appreciate that. And congratulations.
Thank you.
And I want to thank the officers and the first responders for all that they do for us. And to the Spicers, I thank you for sharing your father with us all and his many talents. And I really appreciate him. I'm going to miss him. He was a schoolmate of mine. Never forget. Every daggone morning, I couldn't stand that. I was like, stop it.
Rub your head.
He would mess up my hair. And you know how young girls are. They don't want their hair messed with. But
Yes.
we love you guys, and you'll always be in our hearts.
I want to thank everybody, the Spicers, for being here, and all of the council members, and especially Jerry and Jennifer. Do you ever have anything you want to say? I don't know if anybody's ever heard your voice.
Oh, they do when I do roll call.
Okay, that's.
Congratulations, Jerry.
Thank you.
I will miss you. I haven't been working with you very long, but I enjoy working with you.
Me too.
Yeah, I had to ask Jerry when he told me, did I do something? But, no, yeah, it's not you, it's me. So, but we're gonna miss Jerry, but he's not gone yet. And we'll be planning a big party for him. He won't get out of here without really getting a good party. So, I want to thank everybody, and I need to have a motion and a second to adjourn this meeting.
Lay down, motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none? Adjourned. Say what?
That was sad.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
the
just sad.
Jerry,
I'm just sad.
Yeah.